Hello friends, my name is Hemant. I am currently a student at NITI Mumbai. Today I am going to show you something very interesting. If you are a supply chain professional and you are trying to do a route optimization or a vehicle routing or a network analysis, logistic cost estimations, planning, supply chain analysis and anything related to that, you will need to deal with multiple locations. And when you are dealing with all these kinds of problems, what you will need essentially is something called as distance matrix. Distance matrix is basically the road distance between each and every point. How do you get this road distance? We all know, if we just Google search it, we will get it obviously. But say if you are dealing with 12 different locations, the number of Google searches you have to do is 66. Now 12 locations can be less, but say if you have a country level dispatch, the locations can go as high as 500. Or say you're delivering inside a city, the locations can be as high as 1000. In such cases, will you be able to do it manually? No, right? So that's where the automation is required. That's exactly what we are going to do today on Excel. On my screen you can see now a distance matrix where locations are listed in rows and columns. So in this exercise we should be able to fill this matrix. Let's get into it. Let us solve this problem in two phases. In the first phase, what we'll do is we'll generate only for two locations. We'll give a source location, we'll give a destination location, and we'll try to get the distance. After that we'll see how we can fill the matrix. So in source location I will give Goa, destination location I'll give Patna, just for example. Now how did I get these coordinates? I have a database actually where for each location I have latitude and longitude. Then I made a concatenated column called coordinates in the format like latitude comma longitude. Right, you will need this, so you somehow need to get this. So once you have these, we need to get the distance. To get this distance, we somehow need to make Excel talk to either Google Maps or some kind of maps. The Excel should ask for these two locations, I need the distance. So what we need is something called an API. API is Application Programming Interface, which allows two different applications to talk to each other. So now we need to make Excel talk to either Google Maps or some other maps. Now Google Maps isn't free, we need to pay some amount. But Bing Maps is free till some extent. About 1 lakh or more than 1 lakh responses or requests you can get for free through Bing Maps. So we'll do that. We'll somehow try to connect Bing Maps to Excel. To enable this API, we need something called an API key. So the way we do it is, let's open the browser. Now go to Bing Maps portal. You will get to see a window like this. Now click on sign in and go through your Outlook account. Right, you should be able to see this kind of page once you open. So now here if you see, yes, let's create a new account. Click on that. Now give your account name, contact name, company name, you can give something. I will give my college name. Now email address, you can give an email ID. Phone number, you need to give a phone number. And check these boxes. Click on create. Now you have created an account. So what next you need to do is go into this my account, click on my keys, give your application name. I'll give test key, application URL. You can give anything guys, that's not an issue. You need not give anything even, it's not mandated, so let's not give any. Key type basic, application type you can select device or test. Right, then click on create. Now we have created. Click on this show key. Okay, this part is your key. Now copy this key and come back to Excel and insert it over here. Now we got the key. Alright. But how do we make Excel talk to Bing Maps? you need to go into Developer tab, click on Visual Basic. Now go to Insert, Module, and you need to paste a piece of code which I am going to give it to you. So this is the piece of code. Copy, paste it here. So what is this code basically? This code is actually a formula which I created called GetDistance. This GetDistance takes input start coordinates, destination coordinates, and the key. In return, it gives you the output as distance in kilometers. You need to ensure one thing. Go into Tools and click on References, and you ensure that Microsoft Excel 16.0 Object Library and Microsoft Office 16.0 Object Library are enabled. These references are needed if you want the Excel to talk to Bing Maps. So right, after we did this, close this window. Now come here, type in the formula GetDistance. The formula should be appearing in your formulas. Now give the source coordinates, comma, destination coordinates, comma, the key which we have generated. And now you should be getting the distance in kilometers. That's it guys. It is as simple as that. This formula works whenever you change the location even. You just type in Hyderabad. Now the new coordinates have come and new distance has come. You can even change Goa to Mysore. And you can give Bangalore. Okay, now we got 143. What a nice number. Let's verify even whether this is right or no. Let's go to the browser. Let's open Bing Maps. Now we can see Mysore to Bangalore is exactly 143 kilometers. See guys, it works perfectly. It even accounts for traffic. We have this. Our step 1 is done. Now let's quickly move on to our step 2, that is generating a distance matrix. Now how do we fill this matrix? It is simple guys. When we want to fill this particular cell, what we'll do is, in source we'll enter Goa and in destination also we'll enter Goa. Obviously we'll get 0. When we come here, we'll type in source Goa and in destination we'll type Pune. Then we'll get what is the distance between Goa and Pune. Similarly, we'll write a macro code to fill the entire matrix. So let's quickly open the Visual Basic window again and go to Insert, Module, type sub distance matrix. I'll arrange the windows side by side so that it will be easier for me. So I'll define the matrix range. Matrix range, we'll define it in a for loop. For each cell in range, the range starts from F. Here you can see it starts from F4 and it goes till Q15. So we'll type F4 colon Q15 and close the brackets, enter, just type next cell and we'll insert the code in here. This for loop ensures that the code is iterated for each cell over here. Let me insert a code, range B4 dot value equal to cells cell dot row comma column will be 5 dot value. So what this line is doing is it is pasting the location name in B4, which is source cell. Similarly, I will copy paste this line, will change this to B5 and over here for destination I will put third because you can see here on the third row we have the destinations and in column we'll write cell dot column. That is when when the cell is over here, what it does is it considers third row, that is this particular row, and our active cells column, that is H column. Then you will get Mysore. So that's the way the logic works. So once we paste this source and destination, what we have to do is the distance automatically comes over here. When cities are pasted over here, over B4 and B5, the distance is generated in B11. So we'll write cell dot value equal to range B11 dot value. That's all. This is all the code that is required. Now let's just run this code. We'll see whether it is working or no. Here you can see on the left, the code is getting printed. Alright guys, you can see now the distance matrix printing is done. We got the entire matrix filled with our piece of code. So to ensure that this process is iterative, you need to save this file as a macro enabled workbook, otherwise our macro gets deleted. So I will just go to save as and select macro enabled workbook and save it. Right guys, the task is accomplished. I hope you guys have really learned something. Thank you very much.